Hello, my name is Nick Carter, and today I'll be showing you some of the ins and outs of the website Venngage, which is used to help make infographics. You can do a lot of stuff on here for free. Just go to the sign up for free button here, and if you need the web address, just type it in as you see it up here at the top. Once you're signed in, you'll be able to choose from a bunch of different options. As you can see right here, I've already created an account and have logged in. The way you'll start is you'll have this option here to create infographic. We'll go ahead and click that. And when you do that, you will see a bunch of different options start to load up. You can choose from a bunch of different infographics to suit your needs for whatever you're trying to create. And they do have several different kinds already pre-made for you. You can also build one from the bottom up with the blank canvas. I'm going to go ahead and just pick one to jump into. Let's scroll down just a little bit. And I'm going to choose one from the statistical section. There are some of them that you can only use if you have the premium, which you'll have to upgrade to get, but there are, again, several that you can use for free. Once you do that, you'll be prompted with a couple of options. Just go to Create. And you will see it will pop up with a little sidebar menu to choose multiple things from to help you build your infographic. So since this one's statistical, it's already set up to pretty much put in a bunch of data and results from that into it. For example, this one right here has a couple of diagrams at the bottom and some tables set up. I got some pie charts on here. Just trying to show data in a creative way that engages the audience. If you're looking up here on the side, pretty much has all the things that you can add into it. So you can also edit what you already have by just clicking on stuff. So right here I've got the word most, and everything on here is built with basically word boxes and images thrown up on there, and you can edit all of it, including the lines, such as this one right here if I wanted to move it around. And it helps you line things up. As you'll see right here, the green line shows up to help me line it up with that particular part. So I can line it up with, say, the middle of that hockey stick where it crosses. I'm going to go ahead and move that back to the middle, line it back up with the center. At the top, you'll see some other stuff that helps you edit whatever you're clicking on. So, for example, you can hide it, lock it so it doesn't get moved or changed around when you're messing with some other stuff. You can edit it, copy, move it to the forward or back. So say I want this line to be right here, but I don't want it to be in front of anything else. I can go ahead and just move that to the very back to keep it out of the way. Some of the different things for statistical ones, you'll have a lot of different charts you can choose from. You got line charts, pie charts, pretty much any charts you could want to use for this will be in this section. And you can just sort of click on stuff and then drag it over to your infographic to drop it in the picture. So right here I've dropped this in, and you can move it around and play with it a little bit and see what all you can do with it. So if I go to edit, it'll bring up another set of menus on the right side with a bunch of different options for editing that particular thing. Once I'm done, just close those down. After you get everything set up, put it in your location, move it to the forward or back wherever you need it, and you're good to go on it. If you ever need to delete it after you get something on there, you decide you don't want it or something, you can just click on it, go up here to the delete, and it gets rid of it for you. Just quickly close minimize it. You just click on the chart section again, it brings it back up. And as you can see, you have several different things you can use to help create this. You have maps you can pull up. For this one, without the premium, you really are limited to a few different ones, mainly just United States and Canada. Pictograms gives you a bunch of different choices to go from right here. Just to give you some more examples, I'll click on astrology, and you just see a bunch of different pictures that pop up that you can drag into your infographic, like such. So For this particular one, you get a nice design, and how this can be useful is like maybe you want to make that design your background, and you can just drag it the entire length and then move it to the back, and you have yourself a background for your infographic. Go back up. I'm going to close down the pictogram. If you just want an icon, it's basically the same pictures as the pictogram, but instead of getting all of them like the pictogram gave you, it just gives you the individual one. So for example, I'll go back to astrology real quick and pull out that same picture, and this time it'll just give me that one individual picture to edit and create. You can also put in some text boxes if you want to add some more sections to type in some notes, or if you're trying to add some more information into the side. It gives you a bunch of different options here. You have titles, headers, subtitles, text, lists, a whole bunch of different options through there, and then you have some more creative stuff that you can use as well. So I'll just drag this in here real quick to give you an example. So say you want to put a time on your infographic. Maybe you're making a infographic about a party coming up or something like that, and just go in there, change the time to whatever you need it to be, like that, and you're good to go. You can also customize the individual pieces of it by going up here. You can change the color, shape, you can group it, or you can ungroup it. In this case, if I ungroup it, it allows me to get to individual things in the picture. As you see right here, I can move that clock around once it's ungrouped. I could also get rid of the clock completely by deleting it, and I'm still left with the base design for it. You also have images. You can just type some stuff in here. So for example, I can type in clock, hit enter, and it'll bring up a bunch of different pictures of clocks that I can then drag into my infographic. Now sometimes the base picture that you use in the infographic won't always be the shape that you would like it, in which case you can use the image frames. And for example, if I want it to be a round picture, I could drag that in here, and then I can double click that, and you can see it's an actual square picture that's being used, but that frame is making it circular. So I could go back up and pretty much drop an image of a clock into that picture. And you may have to work with moving stuff forward and backwards to do that. So now that I've got that, I want to try and put this in there. And now that I've got it in there, I can kind of move the picture around by double clicking it, and say I want to put that clock sort of off to the edge of it. I can do that, and now I have that rounded frame with the clock in it, as you see on the side. You can also edit the background. For like right here, you're just going to edit the color. You have a nice color wheel to do that with, and some preset colors you can use as well. In general, that's most of the stuff that you can do with this right here to create your infographic. Just to give an example of one that I've already created. I want to go to back to this. Alright, I've already been signed in, so I'll just jump back in here and I'll open up the infographic I've already made for one of my classes. And from this you can see that I've been able to take pictures of different bridges, pull them into the infographic, as well as have some designs in the background. Again, all of this, everything you see in the infographic is editable, so you can click on it, delete it, move it around however you see fit. This particular one was just a infographic on just getting some information out about something. There wasn't a whole lot of data on it, just something to pique someone's interest in bridges and different information and facts about those. But really the easiest way to get it into the infographic is to come in and play around with it and just see what all you can do with the different things in the menu on the side. Thank you for your time. I hope this was helpful.